All right, the trick with this week's show is going to be me staying awake to get it done. I've been pretty good about shooting these things. Like I shot last week's show the day after the following went up, so I have all week to edit. It's 8 p.m. on Saturday night, and this show has to get shot, edited, and published by tomorrow, Sunday. But I'm good. It's been a crazy week and just a gangbuster weekend. I'm doing a lot of work in the yard. So today, Saturday, great day. I am pretty wiped though. I went to the transfer station, got rid of some stuff that I'm trying to clear out. And then I met my buddy, Tom. You remember Tom from Whiskey with Tom. I'm afraid to say there won't probably be too many more Whiskey with Toms because he's just a little camera shy. He doesn't like being on camera. But we had some fun. But we met for lunch at Harana Market. I did a whole episode on that. It was out in Woodstock. They moved to a new location right here in Accord, so it's even closer. It's expanded, Filipino food and grocery mart. I go mostly for supplies. I got some good stuff. And then after I got back, I'm pruning and wood chipping the whole perimeter. So I'm just wiped. However, I am pretty psyched. I mentioned Harana Market because we had a big lunch and it was kind of later in the afternoon. So I'm not really up for a huge dinner. And I have this planned anyway, so it's perfect. Nice and light. It's probably going to be a short episode because it is 8 o'clock and I'm a little tired. So I'll do most of the prep and get everything ready off camera. And then we're just going to roll them up. And I'm really excited because it's an ingredient I've never used and it's something I've never done. I've enjoyed them many times, never made my own. I'm going to make some Vietnamese spring rolls. Okay, I got the spring roll wrappers, these little rice sheets. So let's go over to the board and see what else we have, and we'll roll these things up. Nice and simple, right? Over to the board. No, we're going to the marble. See, I'm exhausted. Come on, let's do it. All right, here we go. Here's the wrappers. Some shrimp out of the freezer. I'm not going to use all these, but I am going to cook them all, and then I can have some cold tomorrow, maybe a little shrimp salad or something. 2024 carrot harvest. These are absolutely delicious, and I've got more to pull. Little cucumber. By the way, I looked up a lot of different recipes for this online. There's so many different ways you can do it. Some use red bell pepper. Some don't use the cucumber. I'm using what I have growing because that's what I like to do this time of the year. Lettuce. That's a piece of celery. That's not going to go in. Mint, cilantro. The cilantro is going to seed, which I'm totally psyched. Here's a whole plant. So it's time for me to start harvesting the coriander seeds. I'll get them in jars for the winter. Those come in real handy for a million uses. But they give you a recipe right on the package, right there. Spring rolls. And theirs is very simple. Rice noodles, lettuce, carrot, shrimp, mint, and cilantro. So we're adding the cucumber. Here's the rice noodles. I didn't get these today, but I did get these at Harana on one of my previous runs. So there we go. What I'm going to do is cook the shrimp. I'm going to say cook the noodles. It's just hot water, and then they're going to soak for about 20 minutes. And it's not like cooking pasta where they're going to boil. I'm going to bring water to just under the boil, pour it over the noodles, and let them just soak. The shrimp I'll cook, and then we'll cut them in half. I'll grate the carrot. I'll grate the cucumber. And then I'll see you when we're just ready to assemble. Short show, easy show. Psyched to eat this stuff. Okay, we're ready to do this. What I did, I put the shrimp in a pot with cold water in the shell. Just covered them with cold water. Brought it up to the simmer, and you can keep an eye on them for color. When they're nice and pink, they're done. Then I took them, I saved one. I took them, shelled them, peeled them, and then I'm just taking them, look, right down the middle, the long way. And then you get your two halves. Now you can rinse. I did all those. You can rinse out the vein. So let me do this last one. Get them nice and clean. They're cold now. They're cooked and they're cold. Then I took the water that they were boiled in. I've talked about this a lot on here. Synergy, right? Use one thing for the next. Bring those flavors forward. So the shrimp was simmered. Then I poured that hot water over the noodles and let them sit for 20 minutes, 15 maybe, and then I rinsed them in cold water. They got a beautiful texture, almost a neutral flavor, these rice noodles. They don't really taste like much. And then I strain the same water into this bowl because you just want to soak your rice sheet for about 15-20 seconds in the warm water. Okay? Get it nice and pliable. This is not boiling anymore. Look, I can put my hand in it, but it's quite warm. And then I'm going to get some water out on the marble. So everything is prepped, and I'm really looking forward to these because outside of the shrimp and the noodles and this rice paper, everything was harvested right here within the past day or two. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to take a piece of lettuce, like so. The lettuce is coming to an end, so this is a good way to use it up because if it's got any of that late summer bitterness, which it actually doesn't yet. It's quite delicious, actually. But if it did, this would somewhat remedy it. Let's take some of our noodles. Gonna do 3. Actually, I'll just do 1 because, like I said, short show. Here's the carrot and cucumber that I grated. A couple mint leaves. A little bit of cilantro. And now I'm going to take 3 pieces of shrimp and lay them face down over here like so. And now, I've never done this before. Wish me luck. I did watch a few YouTube videos. So we're going to roll it up, almost like we're doing a sushi roll. Fold these sides in. The stuff's quite pliable once it's soaked like this. It's lovely. Like I said, I've had these many a time. Always loved them. Never made them. So here we go. This is my first ever Vietnamese spring roll. Let's zoom in on that. Okay, I'm psyched. Now, there's any number of dipping sauces you can use. You can make your own. There's I saw some there's a beautiful peanut one. I have peanut butter, but it's chunky. It should be smooth, actually. There's a nice soy dipping sauce with fish sauce. I have this in my fridge. I don't like stuff going, beyond expiration. So there's a little bit left, and I think I still have plenty of time on it. Where's my expire date? I don't know. I bought it a month or so ago, so it's fine. It's been refrigerated. It's a sweet chili sauce. Perfect for this. Let me shake it a little. So I'll get some in this bowl. I got this yesterday at Ursula's specifically for these. I don't even know what it is. I've never had it. Lychee soju, and it was in the sake aisle, but it says cane neutral spirits and spirits distilled from apples. Let's see what it is. It's from South Korea. Thought it might go nice with this, and it was a nice small bottle. I didn't want to buy a bottle of sake because, there's no off switch around here sometimes. Saluti, well, however you say that in South Korean. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, reminds me of lychee. All right. Vietnamese spring roll with all fresh harvested veg, cooked shrimp. Oh, the rice noodles. This is absolutely splendid. 3 of these Saturday night. It's all I need. One person on YouTube did say they cut the noodles. I left them a little long. If you cut them, you won't get that pull. You'll just get them nicely in a bite. So maybe when I make my next two, I'll cut the noodles. But you guys will be long gone. Simple, right? These are great. I'm having them for supper tonight because I had that big Filipino lunch. But if you're doing a dinner party, guests, great little first course appetizer. We'll see you for the next episode.
Come on, let's do it.